Welcome back, everybody, and today is a Northstar guide. Northstar is my personal favorite Titan. I love playing as her. She fits my playstyle. I just love how she does so much damage. I love how she's a support player, because I usually just pick a Legion or a Tone and I just follow them. And while they're pecking away at them, I'll just snipe them and just deal tons of damage. And most of the time, I usually steal the kills. I don't personally try to do that, but just the way it works when you're a sniper. You just eat away at that armor. So when you play Northstar, you have to think as a support player. You cannot go against other enemy Titans and just expect to win. You cannot solo. You could probably solo another Northstar, but you have to play pretty smart. But without further ado, let's get into the guide. So out of all the Titans, Northstar is my absolute favorite, like I've said. She is a Titan made for sniping and can do crazy amounts of damage. However, Respawn didn't really give her a lot of love, other than her railgun. Her core ability sucks, and a lot of her kit and abilities are garbage when compared to what other Titans get. But Respawn has said they're working on her, so I hope they make her up to par with the other Titans. Who knows, maybe next week, next month, she will be completely different and this guy will be useless. But, let's get into it. Northstar has 7,500 HP and by default has 2 dashes for a max amount of 3. Her main weapon, the Plasma Railgun, has an ammo capacity of 6 and takes 3 seconds for a fully charged up shot. The shot hits like a truck, dealing about 3/4 of a bar of damage, or if a crit, a full bar. Her non-charged shots deal about 1/3 of a full charged shot, meaning 3 normal shots are equal to a fully charged shot. Her reload with this gun is 4 seconds. Having the ability Piercing Shot, which allows Plasma Railgun shots to go through targets, sounds terrific on paper. But the enemy Titans generally don't line up like ducks in a row. Every now and then, they will, but this ability is totally situational. Nice little tidbit, I thought having this ability, the Piercing Shot, would allow me to shoot through Tone Shield, which it does not. It's kind of a shame because this would be the ultimate counter to Tones hiding behind their shield. So hopefully Respawn might do that, maybe. Maybe not. Next is Northstar's cluster missiles. These missiles are actually pretty decent, and last for 7 seconds with a cooldown of 10 seconds. They are perfect ways to lock down a small choke point, or fire at a Tone hiding behind your shield, or a Legion that's charging you with a shield, because they're generally really slow, so they're going to actually take a decent amount of damage from this. The ability Enhanced Payload, they will have a bigger radius and more explosions. Testing between the two, I didn't really notice a huge difference. But for the most part, the Enhanced Payload perk, they explode more erratically and the radius is slightly more bigger. And they do a little bit more damage. This is a good perk to have. Personally, to me, it's either this or Piercing Shot. And I generally run with this perk. Cato Traps. The most useless thing in the entire game of Titanfall 2 multiplayer. Okay, they're not really that bad, but they got the least amount of love and attention compared to other abilities. Cato Traps have a whopping 20-second cooldown and last a long time on a battlefield. They lock a Titan down in place, but they can still move a small bit in a radius. When the Titan is tethered, they will be in that state for about 5 seconds, and they can destroy the base of the trap to escape early. Having this ability, you have to play pretty smart, and the enemy has to see them. But if you have the ability Twin Traps, which shoots out 2, this is actually pretty nice. As if they destroy one, they still have the other one to worry about. Honestly, that perk is still useless. Use this ability if a Rowan charges you, or really any Titan decides to get personal with you. Traps honestly could deserve some love and attention, and maybe get a slight buff, and I'll discuss my opinions about it later. Last is VTOL Hover. This is a double-edged sword ability. You launch yourself into the air for 5 seconds, allowing you to get the perfect shot off. The ability takes 15 seconds when on a cooldown to charge back up. This can be useful to getting an overhead shot of a Titan hiding behind their shield, or when there's buildings in your way, or other friendly Titans are in your way too. Or use it as a quick escape to get on the second level on certain maps, such as Dry Dock. I've used that tactic many times, and it's helped me numerous times. However, you expose yourself, and for whatever reason, in the middle of a fight, all Titans just seem to forget what's hitting them on the ground and immediately focus on you. I don't know what it is, but to me, I don't try to shoot at Northstar when I see him up in the air. Because generally when they're up in the air, I'm also getting hit from something else. But it just, for whatever reason, everybody just forgets about what's hitting them and just tunnel vision on you. Use it at your own risk and be smart with this ability. Well, time for her wonderful Flight Core. Yeah. Well, Flight Core is the worst core in the game, and I can see why. It is good, but most of the times it's like a death wish when you use it. Flight Core launches you up, and you fire Hellfire missiles. These missiles are slow and deal small bits of damage. If you can land all your shots and close the distance, then this core is fucking awesome. The core lasts for 10 seconds. Having Viper Thrusters actually makes the core decent, as most people don't expect you to literally fly over them very fast. This allows you to get right above your foes and rain death from above. Let's compare cores to Ion real quick. I know this is about Northstar, but I just want to give you an idea of why her core just isn't just her core is just terrible. Ion's laser core lasts for 5 seconds and does huge damage, while Northstar's lasts for 10 seconds. So you see the problem there? Now her core is very good, Northstar's core, if you can hit all your shots and you don't die in the process. In my opinion, this core needs to be changed, and Respawn is doing just that, which I'm glad for. I believe they said they were making her core shorter, which would make the rockets deal more damage. Her core is very useful. It's very good. I've gotten kills with it, but it's really not a big threat unless you have very little health. I've really dodged Northstar's cores when I have maybe 1 health bar left and still been able to kill the Northstar. Because it's just, you have so many chances to miss your shots and they deal so little damage. It was a terrible core, and I can't wait when they make it better. Because then I'll actually be scared of Northstar's core. I can't tell you how many times when I see a Northstar using a core, I'm just like, oh no, it's her core, what will I ever do? And I just dash away, or I just do nothing and just DPS them down, because you can kill them faster than they can kill you with that core. But that's about it. Alright everybody, that's it. That's the guide. And as always, this is just going to be me rambling on for the next 2 or 3 minutes. But before you go, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Liking it shows to me that I'm doing a good job. And if you comment on it, you can tell me what I did right or what I did wrong, and how I can improve myself on the future. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter. There will be a link in the description. If you follow me, that you can usually see when I'm ready to post or when my next videos will be coming out. And just general things that are going on with my life. So, Northstar is probably the biggest threat in the entire game, just because when that fully charged shot hits you, it hurts so much. It's so deadly. But I really wish she was just better, because other than that, all her abilities just suck. That VTOL hover is pretty useful, but not many maps you can use that on. The only map that I really love VTOL hover on is Dry Dock. As you just seen before, I just hopped on top of that ledge to get as an escape route, but other than that, those tether mines, or those tether traps fucking suck. They are just garbage. And I was talking with my buddy yesterday, and we were talking about, you know, how would we make her better? And honestly, if tether traps maybe stun the Titans, like, maybe gave them electric shock, sort of like the arc grenades, where it disrupts them, I would actually love that. That would make me want to use them. That would actually make me want to put on 2 tether traps. Because that would fit her playstyle. Because then you could use that to, like, get away easier. Because that's the whole point of these tether traps, is to stop them from getting closer to you. But they can still move slightly. They can still kind of get close to you. So, tether traps need to be worked around. Or, like, I personally think is they should switch tether traps with cluster missiles. Just switch the 2, pretty much. So that way you fire your tether trap like a missile. So let's say an example is you're sniping an enemy Titan. and you know you hit them one time, they're instantly going to try to escape. Well, if you fire that tether trap missile at them, and it hits them or it gets close to them, it will just lock them in place, sort of like the regular tether traps. To me, that would make them really awesome. And then have the cluster missiles as just like a little frag grenade that you fire out, and just burst into a bunch of smaller frag grenades, which it kind of does already. To me, that would be an awesome switch. And the cluster missiles are pretty fine as they are. They're great. They don't need to be changed. They're okay. They could be better, but you know what? I'm not complaining. They're okay. They're good. They deal a decent amount of damage, and I use them quite a bit. They hurt a lot actually. They hurt. And her core, it fucking sucks, but they're reworking it, so you know it's gonna get better. That's the good thing. It's going to get better, but it's just at the launch of the game, she's just so weak with her core. It's a death sentence right next to Rowan's core. But at least with Rowan's core, you can get a kill or two. But with Northstar's, you can get a kill or two, but you're probably gonna die. You're most likely gonna die in the process. You might not even be able to get a kill. You might get him close to being dead, but you'll still die. That's the problem. The whole point of the core is to kill them. But if they can out DPS you, then what's the point of using the core? You're better off just sniping them halfway across the map. Then it's just so stupid. I mean, probably Respawn thought that originally it was going to be a good idea, but it's just not. I'm sorry, it's just not. But they're changing her, so I'm happy. I can't complain too much. They're reworking her, so there's that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next week, I think I might do Rowan or Tone, one of the two. Probably be Tone. I don't know. I have to check the list, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to doing Rowan though, because I've heard a lot of interesting things of him. But that's pretty much it. I hope to see you guys next week, and see you later. Bye.